everybody. I thought I would just go over really quick what I'm thinking about doing for today's prompt. I'm on day 28 for NaNoJouMo 2014. I'm trying to get 2014 finished, and then I will have enough room in this journal. This is a Strathmore visual journal with mixed media paper in it. There is enough paper in this to do 2 years of NaNoJouMo. So there's 30 days in November. So I am on day 20. What did I say? I'm on day 28. So I sat down and I pulled up the lyrics. The song is "Do You" by Spoon, and I wrote down the line from the song, "I thought I'd given up." And since I still had this Bella Grace sitting beside me from working on day 26's, wait, I'm totally messed up on my days, you guys. What is, let's see, day 27. I used an image from Bella Grace. I used this back page. I still had this sitting beside me, so I thought I would flip through this really quick to see if there was anything that would work for with the lyrics that I had picked out for today's prompt. And this is Volume 1, Issue 2 of Bella Grace. And I actually picked this up at our half-price bookstore. I could not believe it when I found it there. I've actually bought 2 different Bella Grace magazines. I was able to find the very first issue that I had not bought yet. So I bought that, and then when I was back another time, they had this one, and I already had this issue, but I love the magazine so much for the images that are inside. They are absolutely beautiful. And I knew that I would definitely use them in my journals, in my collage journals. So I bought this one specifically to cut up and use images and words out of. So as I was flipping through it, I found this image right here, and for some reason I thought that this would be really neat to go with the lyrics that I had chosen. And at first I thought, well, maybe I could put something in her hand, and you know me and my love of using roses, or even a butterfly, I thought that that would look neat in her hand. And once again, I chose the lyrics, I thought I'd given up. So I thought it would be neat to put something in her hand, but as I started looking at this closer, I noticed that she has got little glitter stars in her hand. So I haven't totally decided if I'm going to put anything in her hand yet, but I wanted to show you this and talk to you before I actually start working on the page, because obviously there's this big area here that I'm going to need to cover up, and I don't want to not consider using this because of this space here, and I thought that was important to share with you, because you're going to see probably all sorts of images that you just absolutely love part of it, but there could be, there could be words covering up something, there could be something obstructing a lot of the image, and you might think, oh, there's no way that I could ever use that on in my collage journal. Well, don't give up, because there's probably almost always a way to fix it so that you can use at least the part of the image that you like. And obviously this right here is, what really strikes me about this image. But my page, let me try to open this up. It's wide enough. It's just wide enough, actually, like just perfectly wide enough, but it's going to come down to almost the very bottom of this image. So I've got a piece of paper here that's about the same size. It's gonna, it comes down, so the page in my journal is actually from the top of here to about right here. So I've got all of this right here that I'm going to have to try to cover up. And what I think I'm going to do is, I already had these flowers cut out, so I thought I would just use them since I had a cut out. And I actually kind of like them because they are the same. They're, you know, they're very neutral, and they kind of almost blend in with the background. And now that I'm putting them on here, I think that they would work really well. I could even, if I cut these apart or use something smaller, you could position these flowers so that you know, you didn't cover as much area up, but it can be done, and it can be done, and it can still look really pretty. The other thing that I might consider, I think it actually goes this way, is cutting around part of her hand with my X-Acto knife and tucking the edge of the flower underneath her hand. So that's, you know, that's just a couple things that I'm going to consider as I'm working on this page. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut this out and just lay it on my journal, and I will probably go ahead and cut out a rose that would fit nicely in her hand, and I'll look for a butterfly that would fit there, and I'm just gonna kind of move things around and decide what I think would look best, and then I think I'm just gonna maybe put the words just right here, right along the side. I think that would look really nice. But I just kind of wanted to share what I'm thinking about as I'm looking at this page, because at first glance you would say, oh, for this size journal page, there's no way that I would be able to use that because of this, but you can. So don't ever pass up something that you absolutely love, that's beautiful, that you know would go great in your journal, just because of something like this, because you can make it work. You can always make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the rest of this, and we'll see how this looks when I'm done. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and geez, we just have 2 more pages after this one, and I have finished up with NaNoJouMo 2014, and I'll go ahead and do a flip of all of the pages. I had done a flip last month, and while I was actually doing the flip is when I discovered that I never finished doing all of the days for last year. So I wanted to finish up last year before NaNoJouMo 2015 starts up on November 1st. So that's it, and we'll start working on this. Thanks, everybody. Okay, I just wanted to add really quick that with a magazine like this, since there's so much gorgeousness in it, I forgot to look on the other side. And I do love this, and I could totally see this going into my journal, but I really want to use this image for this page that I'm going to be working on. So what I'm going to do is, I'm probably just going to take a picture of this quote because I love this, and I don't want to forget it. So I'm going to take a picture of that so that I can use that quote later on in my journal somehow. So just always be sure to look at the other side, because you know, you don't know what's going to be on the other side. And with a magazine like this, I would really hate for you to cut something up and then turn it over and say, oh my gosh, this was something that I really, really, really loved, and I wanted to save it for something, and you'd cut down the middle of it. So that's it. Let's get started.